Hi Aquarius, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your January 2022 energy check. See what comes out. Let's see, we've already got the Five of Wands reverse coming out. So this is something happening more easily and effortlessly than what you think. But let's see what's going on. I am calling in our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because I don't want to talk to anyone else. And this is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placements. Cross watchers, welcome. Here we go. I'm going to move this so you can see the cards. There we go. Sorry about that. And let's see what we have going on here. We're going to do an old wise tree spread and then see what wants to happen here, Aquarius. All right. So the first thing that I'm noticing is your advice, actually. And your advice is talking about the need to, we've got the Hermit reversed, the need to completely clear your space. Get everybody else's juju out of your space so that you can just be in your own frequency and figure out what it is that you want to do. Your higher self is talking about some kind of unfinished business, and we'll clarify all this in a minute. And your angels and guides are talking about being able to trust yourself. This Queen of Pentacles knows her worth. She knows what she brings to the table. She knows what she brings to the situation. She's not confused, but there's some kind of unfinished business that your higher self is talking about in relation to January. The big picture is talking about somehow not feeling so much like the wounded warrior, maybe releasing some responsibility, actually just surrendering and not taking it all on yourself. Happening now and into the near future, you're talking about some of this unfinished business. I'm not moving forward just yet. I'm not out of the woods just yet, and I'm not going through a rite of passage just yet. The heart of the situation is talking about some kind of, I'm hearing reconciliation. This can be romantic, but it can also be another kind of partnership of some kind or friendship. But we've got Temperance and we've got the Emperor. And I also feel like this has to do with somebody kind of, I'm hearing staying on the ship, which is kind of funny. So there's somebody who is standing their ground, and I feel like this is you, Aquarius, like standing your ground, staying in it for the long haul kind of thing, or there's some kind of ending in the future, or ending as in a complete cycle coming to full circle. That doesn't mean the end of a relationship necessarily, and I don't even really feel like that, but it's more so the end of how something is going because it's going to transform and change and evolve. But here we have the Emperor and we have the King of Pentacles too, which is also like the Emperor before the Emperor in the court. And so there's a lot of stability at stake here. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles over here too. So we've got this divine counterpart, divine partnership going on here. It feels like it has a lot to do with stability. There's somebody else coming in who's been there for a long time also, it seems like, and they're really clear about what the intention is for all of this too. There's a lot of masculine energy here, so a lot of doing energy, a lot of focused energy, focused on the project, focused on the prize, focused on the goal intended. And somebody's talking about alchemizing all of these things together. It's like waiting it out so that the celebration can happen. Excuse me. And then there's also this energy of 7 is reevaluation, standing up for what it is that you want. This is a self-care card. It's reversed. There's some kind of celebration that's happening because everybody doesn't have to stand their ground as much as they did. It's almost like it's not over yet. You're not out of the woods yet, but you are almost. It's like hang in there. The energy of the day today was very, very similar to this. Release the idea that your dreams are not going to come true around this situation or around this relationship. And here's the trajectory. And the trajectory is talking about starting a new project, being able to go off and be free, trust the universe, do what it is that you want, venture out, venture off. And I feel like that happens right when the cycle is complete. So let's take a look at this. I want to use maybe Lenormand to clarify what's going on here. And we do have the 7, this lady, this snake that jumped out, but I wasn't ready for it yet. So let's just take note of that. That 5 of Wands that popped out earlier, reverse in the very beginning, was very, very similar to this 7 of Wands, but it was like the energy of really not having to fight something falling in your lap. But I feel like that has to do with the culmination and completion of the cycle. So let's see what's going on. Getting into your own energy is your advice after all of this. I want to look at this 9 of Wands reversed. It's like all this energy was pushed forward into this situation, and then it's like this grand push at the beginning, and then everything kind of falls into place as you go and comes to a like solid and natural ending. Yeah, this is like the cards that you've been dealt. That's how I see this card. It's also like the 6 of Pentacles. It's about 2 people, it's about partnerships, coming together in partnerships. So if you've come together with someone in a partnership, it kind of looks like this looks business related. This definitely could be romantic, however it resonates for you. But this is about reciprocation and how people have brought their resources together to create something even bigger. And the interesting thing is the resistance is the Wheel of Fortune. Like, I feel like you're ready to go. You're ready to leave this situation or to evolve through the situation. And other people are like, oh no, it's over. And they're like sad about it, or they want to continue it or something. And you're like, this was good, but now I've got other things to do. There's something about divine timing also, like being resistant to divine timing, having to wait. But here's the deal. Here's the rider. This is you. It's very much like the Fool. This is coming. This is coming for you. So I'm clarifying this happening now and into the near future, not just yet, but almost. And this is also the Wish card that's here. Release the idea that you're not going to get your wishes. It feels like there's going to be this culmination of a windfall or goals being met, things happening in your favor, and then you moving on with this behind you, but it's a victory and a success, and then you're on to something new. That's what it feels like, Aquarius. And right, the thing is, the people or the person who wants to continue this is really looking out for themselves. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. This was great for them, so they want to keep it going. But there's something better for you. And it looks like you know that, Aquarius. The 29 it adds up to 11. And this is divine timing. This is like you're on your divine trek, you're on your divine path, and you're open to receiving this. There's something that's very clear to you about your future and your victory in the future. Okay, so that's being validated for someone. Let's look at this Hermit reverse, getting into your own energy. This is still more validation that you going off on your own and doing, or just going off on that next thing that you're wanting to do is important. You're going to get some pushback on that, just to let you know. You probably already do. But again, here's the 11. You're on the right path. You know what to do. And here you are on your way. Here's the Knight of Wands here too. So here you are, ready for some emotion, ready for some action forward, because you know what your divine intention is. You know what your divine path is, and you're right. Let's take a look at this King of Swords. This King of Swords is, again, looking out for what's going to end up being most comfortable. Everybody's talking about resources here. And everybody wants you to stay. That's pretty apparent. Wow, look at that. You've got another 11. Here's 47. It's like other people are maybe pressuring you, or maybe trying to coerce you or romance you into staying in a particular way. But you're really clear about what's next for you. And right, you're staying with your commitment. You're keeping the commitment that you have made. And then once that commitment is full circle, you're going. you're leaving, you're moving on, you're venturing out. Let's look at this Queen of Pentacles. Your angels and guides are like, you can trust yourself. You know what's going on and you know what you bring to the table. Don't burn any bridges, but I think you already know that too. All of these people are supporters of you. Wow, they sure are. They really do want you to be the best that you can be, and they want to support you in your endeavors. They just feel like you would help them out, which is true, but there's something else. There's something else calling you. Release the idea that your wishes and dreams aren't going to come true. I also want to say that you don't have to tell everybody what it is that you're doing. And what you're doing might be way different than what other people have in mind for you. And it doesn't matter what they have in mind for you. What matters is what you have in mind for you. Aquarius, this Wheel of Fortune. Yes, everybody's just, again, looking at, what's best for creating all this stability, this foundation. Let's look at this King of Pentacles. This King of Pentacles is talking about challenges, but also talking about so much growth, so much getting to the top of the mountain. There's a lot of Capricorn energy here. There's a lot of coordination, cooperation, collaboration energy going on here. And this is in the past. People are acknowledging that around you. And I feel like they're telling you that. I feel like they've been telling you that, but they're being communicative about it. So at present time energy, there's this like, people might even be celebrating, but it's not full circle just yet. But let's take a look at that. Yeah, they're already talking about what they're grateful for. I'm grateful for you. I'm grateful for the balance that you have brought. It's, yeah, like what people are doing. It looks like they're trying to persuade you or romance you and, get you to do something that they want you to do. That's beneficial for them, beneficial for you too. They have you, they're looking at everyone's highest and greatest good. However, they're very much focused on their highest and greatest good. Like they see you as an asset. Let's just say that. And again, talking about building something from the ground up or continuing to build something that's been solid. They're talking about the next chapter, the next phase. And let's look at this Fool. See, that's the thing though. The Fool is talking about a new venture, a new enterprise, going off on your own, trusting the universe. And this is the Star card. This is something that maybe even something that you have been thinking about for a long time that you've been wanting to do. And it's just time to do it. You're not going to have time if you stay in this place. This feels very work related, but again, it can be relationship wise, but it feels very work related. Let's go ahead and take a look at messages of love. If it's messages of love, but either way, we'll get messages here for this. This is a project or a situation or path or job that is the star, like star cross, that has star energy in it. It's faded. And it's just talking about going slow. Take time to get to know each other. Go slow. So if this is a new venture, you don't have to rush into it. I also feel like you already know that, even though the momentum is there to move forward. Also, in leaving this situation, you don't have to jet out. You don't have to like, I'm out of here. Obstacles. Unhealed wounds are blocking forward movement. This, I feel like, has more to do with people are trying to get you to doubt yourself if you're going off on a new adventure, but you do not have to doubt yourself. And they're thinking of themselves, but they're also being friendly. I don't feel malicious energy here. People are being friendly and they're wanting the best for you. They're just wanting the best for themselves too. And play hard. Find time to laugh, goof off, and enjoy each other. Again, this is like, don't burn any bridges. Keep friendships in place. Let's go ahead and take a look at your Moonology. You know what? Let's look at energy you don't see coming before we look at advice. What's energy you don't see coming this month, Aquarius? We saw the mature man, but he jumped back in. So somebody who feels like a boss type figure, father figure, somebody who feels like they're looking out for you, like their energy. Here are thoughts. This is what it feels like you've been thinking about for a long time, evaluating things, looking at things, wondering about the future, unexpected income. I think that this is like a bonus that's coming. This can also be someone saying, hey, if you stay, we'll give you something else, benefits or money or some kind of resources. But I feel like also this could be coming anyway, even if you don't say yes to a situation. I also feel like what you've been thinking about, unexpected income, it can be more profitable than what you're imagining. And here's the journey. So there's some kind of journey. This is about leaving. This is about moving forward and going forward. And that's what this Fool is doing in your trajectory. Thief. Just be aware that other people are, I don't feel like this is malicious. I don't feel like that. I just want to say that again. But there are people who are trying to get you to do what they want you to do. And they're trying, so like in that coercion, they might be trying to get you to doubt yourself and your future plans, but you know what to do. You know why they're doing that. So let's take a look at Moonology. Communication is key in this situation. Surrender to the divine. That very much is this big picture. Surrender to the divine. The cards you've been dealt. This is also about the luck that you have in life. Fate. Believe in the universe. Know that the universe has your back. And don't let your past hold you back. They're trying to get you to stay where you are. It's not necessarily that that's a bad thing, but there's more. There's more. If you change it up now, there's more for you in the future. I love this reading for you, Aquarius. Thank you for being with me. Let me know how that resonated. And I will be back in a couple of days with your love check, your love sitch. Okay, bye, Aquarius.